Yup. No fear. Nope. Rich in here. LBRL. Yup. Look. It's rich in here. This for the ones that knew me. Y'all don't really know me, so I'm exposing the new me. See, Rich was Christian. Now I'm a free man. That's right, I said it, and I can give two fingers up if you love me or not.
That's peace either way. Came in this world without you, and I'm leaving that way. No, I'm not who I was. Won't be him no more. No longer in disguise. I can't do it no more. Heard y'all wanna debate. I ain't got time to waste. No time for proving.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Left Brain, Right Mind podcast.
What up, dude?
Nate, I am King.
Rich right here.
What's going on, everybody?
We can't hear you. There it is.
We hope that everybody got something out of the first episode. Definitely enjoyed the topic, talking about the imagination and the power of the imagination, the magic of the mind. Today, we're going to talk about the power of the subconscious mind, and we're going to connect that with your imagination. And this is really the groundwork for future episodes. So we hope that that you get something out of it. We definitely appreciate your feedback. So welcome to the Left Brain, Right Mind podcast.
Here we are again. Episode 2. Make it do what it do.
So who are we?
Who are we? We are infinite beings. You know, we just on a journey here. This is like Earth is a school, man. And we just, you know, we're infinite beings just learning and you know, just going for the ride. You know?
So we're spirits having a physical experience.
A human experience, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But there's more to us, you know, the metaphysical. You know, we spiritual beings, man.
So before we jump into the show, let's catch up, man. What happened over the last week since we dropped the last episode?
Well, we dealt with the, you know, we just came out of the Thanksgiving, quote unquote, holiday. We just had, you know, dinner in my house. We don't, you know what I'm saying, with the whole finding out the story, the massacre and all of that. So we don't do the whole Thanksgiving thing, but it was cool. You know, just getting you were getting feedback from the last show.
Yeah, I got some good feedback, and I got some I won't say negative feedback. I got some feedback of not understanding.
Okay.
So I think we introduced some topics that are a little foreign to specifically the Christian world.
Mm-hmm.
So specifically when we pay respect to our ancestors, I pay respect to my mom as an ancestor. You pay respect to your sister as an ancestor.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I got some feedback. They cut it off after that because, you know.
Negative feedback, you saying? Or the confusion?
Confusion. Because, you know, my mother is dead in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And when he returns, that's when she's going to rise again. Right now, she's sleeping.
Okay. This is what they told you?
This is what they told me.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. And,
man, I feel like we just jumping right into it, to future episodes. But
man, we here.
Yeah. So you know, so I you know, I had to have that conversation about, you know, spirit don't need to sleep, right?
Of course not.
I mean, why would a spirit need to sleep, right?
Yeah. Only the body needs to sleep and rejuvenate and recharge. Yeah.
That's right. Because it's finite.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I'm talking about the spirit.
The body is
finite. Oh, the body's finite. Oh, yeah, okay, for
right?
sure. Yeah,
so the spirit is infinite.
Exactly.
So, but, you know, so I had some conversations like that. I've had some conversations with, you know, some family members who, you know, they say they left Christianity, but they still in the Bible. So I'm confused by that. I don't
But
know.
leaving Christianity and staying in the Bible?
Yeah, you're not in Christianity, but everything we talk about is based on the Bible, right?
Yeah.
So how can
I don't think you got to be Christian to be. Some people look at it like a historic book with just some information in it. So I
Yeah.
don't think, I think we think like that because we was Christians at one point.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if you're going by the book of Christianity, then you're a Christian.
Is the Bible Christian though? I mean, is that?
Okay, so now we really jumping ahead because now we talking about the origins of religion, and now we got to dive into how Christianity began, Judaism, and all of that. Right?
Well, I mean, it's cool.
So-
It came up.
Yeah.
We the universe flow. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
So, the Bible is the basis of Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
I had another conversation a few weeks ago about, Christians are basically Catholics.
Okay, I can see that because
Right.
it all comes from Catholicism.
Right. So I got met with a lot of pushback on that. And, I know some Hebrew Israelites, and they definitely push back on that.
Mm-hmm.
From the standpoint of what they're on is different than Christianity because it's Yeshaya or Yeshua. I don't know. I've heard both.
Yeah, I hear both.
I don't know. But but then they kind of go back and forth because I see scriptures that's being sent to me with Jesus in it. So
From the Hebrew Israelite?
yeah.
Well,
So-
I think that's because Yahshua or Yahweh and all the names it's not in the Bible all the way through it like Jesus is.
Got
That's
it.
the dominant name. So they're just
Yeah.
going on what they're going, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I look at it like people who read the Quran. One of my homeboys read the Quran, but he ain't Muslim. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Matter
Yeah.
of fact, he Hebrew Israelite, but
Okay.
he reads all of it. You know what I'm saying? So
And what's crazy is it all came from the same place.
yeah. Now I see what you mean when you say you jumping ahead. But hey, it's all good, right? And
So
where's it come from, brother Nate?
it comes from us.
Yeah.
The original man, right?
Mhm.
Man and woman.
Yep.
And again, these conversations that I've had over the last, week and a half, it's kind of difficult to have these conversations because,
Kind of.
if I'm speaking from a factual basis,
Mm-hmm.
and when I say facts, I mean things that can be proven, things that are real, things that have documentation
Mm-hmm.
that predates,
All of it.
all of it, right? So,
By thousands and thousands and thousands
and
of years.
thousands of years. In fact, I think I mentioned this last episode that ancient Kemet is just the earliest recorded
Mhm.
history of spirituality,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So they were smart enough to record it because they knew we would lose our way,
Yeah.
right? So they documented.
I think they had insight on what was going to happen, the takeover. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, but this information goes back thousands, even millions of years because, you got to go to Central and South Okiba line,
Mhm.
Africa,
Mm-hmm.
where the spiritual system was practiced.
Yep.
So it's innate in us.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
This is why naturally we're spiritual beings. Like you feel it. You just know. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Without names being attached.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you try to have a conversation based off of real evidence, and then you end up back in the Bible, and me, I don't debate the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
I'm
mean,
done with that. I'm good.
I could, right?
you
Because
don't get
I
nowhere,
grew
though.
up Christian, right? So, you know, I could definitely explain biblical scriptures, right?
Yeah.
But to me, it doesn't matter because what matters is what's real, what's factual, what can be proven. And, you know, there is, okay, so this is interesting that this is coming up because I was listening to a video earlier of a guy who was a Christian, or I think he was Jewish, and he was he started on his journey trying to prove things in the Bible. So they have something called, I think it's called biblioarchaeology. And that's where you're looking for things that happen in the Bible. You're
Gotcha,
looking
yeah.
to prove it. And what happened is they couldn't prove it. So they
Like
couldn't-
nothing?
There's no proof that
You talking about names and people? Or
names, people, things happening, like the flood, right? There were many floods, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there were many floods. The Exodus, right? The whole Adam and Eve story. You know, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right?
These are archaeologists.
These are Jewish archaeologists.
Now, when you say Jewish, because I don't be real, because I heard we the real Jews, and so Jewish, you talking about people who claim to be
People who claim to be Jews.
whatever it is. Okay, got you. Yeah.
But, you know, anybody who knows anything about Judaism knows that the Old Testament, the Torah, and things like that, that's kind of like that's their guidelines, right?
Okay.
So that's their book, right? And these are people that grew up that way that are now, based on biblioarchaeology, saying that these people never existed. And it's hard to prove these people. And then they even went so far as the New Testament, talking about, first of all, the first book written about Jesus was Mark, right? There's no evidence of a Mark until the 2nd or 3rd century after the supposed life of the Jesus character, right? The next one after that would be Matthew. And this made so much sense to me. Man, we are so moving.
No,
ahead.
it's cool. But the names alone to me is weird because if all of this happened in Africa, Matthew, Mark, Luke, there ain't no African names.
Exactly. And then so Matthew took Mark's book and, you know, embellished, added. And so that's why you got 4 different accounts of the resurrection. So, all right.
None of that.
We can leave that right there.
But none of that was in Kemet though. You know what I'm saying? None of these names were from our homeland.
Absolutely. So
then you get into the whole takeover. My bad, go ahead.
No, absolutely. So, you know, those are some of the topics, you know, and we'll dive into, when we dive into it, you know, one of the things that we want to make sure that we do is giving sources, right? Citing the sources, right? So do your own research.
Yep.
Right? Go look it up. It blows your mind because it forces you into a space that you may not be ready to be in yet. But what I would say is don't just reject it. But you know, some things that I've had to do is just put it down for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, let me just put this down for a minute. Let me think about it, right?
Yeah.
And then go back to it and see, does this make sense, right?
I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
they say we use like 5 to 7% of the brain when you have like 100%. You born with the potential to use 100%.
Right.
So that alone should make people want to search more. Like I always say, to stimulate neurons. Like, just don't stay stagnant with your mind. Like, research. Use your brain. It's like if you have a house that's 3,000 square feet and you only using 500 square feet, you don't know what's really on the other side, what you could do with that home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just do more so you can awaken to the true you. And there's nothing wrong. And if you so solid, this is how I feel. If people are so solid in their faith, whatever their faith is, what's the fear in seeing what we're talking about or anybody else is talking about just to see if it's true, especially if you coming, with love, you know what I'm saying? We ain't saying screw that, screw this. A lot of people saying when I say 2 fingers up in the song, I'm throwing up the fuck you fingers. I'm not saying, that like that. They think, oh, he's coming like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm at peace.
2 fingers up.
Either way.
It's peace either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with saying that, since I'm coming, in peace, do some research on your own to stimulate yourself, your brain, and just research what we saying.
Yeah,
if you're interested.
Nobody should blindly accept anything that we say or anything that anybody says. And if we expected that, then we'd just be another religion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're about using your left brain and your right brain together,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not just your right brain in the fantasy world, the belief world of what you've been told, right? But everything that's fact-based, evidence.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Evidentiary, I think is what I was trying to say.
I can't tell you, but I know what you mean.
There you go. And and honestly, it makes for a better life, right? It makes for, because then you start to look at other things, right? Because it starts to spill over into politics, right? Not just religion. It starts to spill over in politics. It starts to spill over in social issues. It starts to spill over into world issues,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because now you're questioning and you're not just accepting what you've been told.
Right. Which is what we've been doing from the beginning.
Because, into the topic, we have been subconsciously programmed
Mm-hmm.
to just accept certain things, right?
Yep.
So, what's a common subconscious belief?
Just period or within religion?
Period.
That the earth is round.
Yeah. Okay. That could be one.
Yeah.
What about money is the root of all evil?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The love.
Well,
Yeah.
but you know.
Oh yeah. Right.
The way it
That's
is.
just because when
presented.
the program is money is evil. That's the
Yeah,
program. You don't hear the
exactly.
love. I see what you're saying. Yeah, sure.
Money equals happiness,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some people subconsciously think that once they get a lot of money, they'll be happy,
Mhm.
right? But they're chasing money instead of happiness.
Yep.
So that's a subconscious belief, right?
Mhm. It's another program.
Money can't buy happiness. That's a programming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that to me is another saying that programs you to think that you can't be happy with a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it's easier
But
for a rich man, no, for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven.
But watch this though. All of that is true if you program your subconscious mind on that and you live by it,
That's right.
which causes you to be able to, not to be able to go any further. because you program yourself on that. Money is evil, so I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to stay here. It's almost like it's wrong to get bread. You know, you just getting money just to pay these bills.
Yeah.
And that's it. It don't really take it no further. And if you try to go further, it's hard because you program your subconscious mind on something else.
Or you trying to get money to create more bills.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The problem is people don't know how powerful the subconscious mind is.
That's right.
You know, it's like okay. I don't want to cut you off. You know, I'm gonna go. It's like the programming, like whatever you program your subconscious mind on, it's like it works for you. And your subconscious mind, which is the infinite intelligence that was here before religion and all of that, we all have it. It's going to do what you say you want, what you don't want, and all of that. But we've been programmed on 5%, like I said before, 7% of the brain, when infinite intelligence is the 100%. So what you program yourself on, if money is evil and all the other stuff, then that's what it is. That's how you vibrate. And vibration comes from energy. Energy attracts like energy, and therefore you where you at right now. If you ain't happy with your finances or your home, whatever else,
You drawing more to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or the same stuff. Same stuff.
So according to scientific research, we think 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. 95% of them we not even aware of.
Which is crazy.
But
and true.
But why are we not aware of them?
Because of the program.
Because those thoughts are in your subconscious mind, right? So programs that tell people to simply think positive, they usually don't have sustaining results because, and I think we talked about this last show too, because just saying think positive, ask, believe, receive, does not deal with your subconscious reprogramming. It only deals with your conscious mind thinking positive, but we're driven by that 95% that is working in the background. It's like a program working in the background, right? That you're not even aware of, but it's there.
Yep. And it's doing everything for you, and that's spooky as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you being guided. It ain't even almost, it is. You being guided and don't know you being guided. You know, by all of these thoughts that you giving power to that you don't know you giving power to.
Yeah.
You know?
Because your life, what you experience is created out of the 95% that you're not aware of, right? Because of your hidden subconscious beliefs. So what is the subconscious mind?
Like I said before, I'm going to say it like this. It's the infinite intelligence that was here before everything. It's the background within the mind, but it also it works for you. It's here for you. Whenever you say like a prayer or you make an affirmation, but even if it's something negative, like you may say, man, I'm feeling like today gonna be messed up, man. I ain't even feeling it today. Man, I ain't feeling it today. You are not feeling it today. That's a subconscious mind. You will notice if you say that, your day will be screwed up. You know what I'm saying? You will feel like dang, I said that earlier. I knew it. You know why? Because you knew it.
You created it.
Yeah, that's the subconscious mind, and that is available to everyone at all times. The problem is you think we just the conscious mind, the front. You know what I'm saying? But that's the program from the beginning. We not told or taught about the real true power that does not know. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. It's like it's going to work for you. It's never off.
It's never off.
It's always on.
Working.
Yep, whether you know it or not. I don't sleep with the television on.
Yeah.
I don't have any background noise going on when I'm doing something else because it's absorbing and grabbing all the time. You know, this is power that we have that we weren't told about. And I'm not just saying what I read or learned. I practiced this and have seen results.
Yeah.
And then when I look at my life, things that I've said, not knowing what was going on with the subconscious mind, I remember the results that were negative, and it was because I was saying this to myself, certain things, and that happened. Like, damn, I did this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And if people that's listening right now, if you start paying attention to what's going on in your life and start talk to yourself. When you talk to yourself, that's like the subconscious mind. You know, speak affirmations and positive things. You know, you can pray and all of that, but it's just really a conversation with the power within you. That's what it is. It's the power within.
Yeah,
that everybody got.
I have a morning routine where I speak to my world every day.
Like what? What you say?
I'm a powerful being.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can stop me. You know, I walk in my authority.
Mm-hmm.
I talk with my authority.
Yep.
Anything that opposes me has to get out the way today.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I know the difference I notice a difference from when I do that and when I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I don't do that, I'm playing catch up all day, trying to catch up with the positive vibes, because again, we're programmed, right? Our subconscious mind. So, you know, I'm talking about me and you. We're positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've still been programmed to react to negativity negatively.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's in our programming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was how we grew up, you know, whether it was how we were raised, whether it was church affiliated, or whether it was school affiliated, you know what I mean? Those are all subconscious programs that are the reasons why you do things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes a conscious effort.
Practice.
Yeah. To change that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you touched on it. How is the mind programmed? I just said a bunch myself, didn't I?
Yeah. You said what I would have said. But I mean, it's like, I'm going to say it from a negative standpoint, though. Like, I grew up in church, and it was like I was always told that it's like such a worm as I'm unworthy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't awaken to the power within if every day, all day, you're feeling like something is much bigger than you judging you. You don't. That's a programming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a filthy rag.
Yeah.
I heard that. I'm a filthy rag.
Yep.
I'm a worm. I'm nothing.
I'm unworthy.
I'm unworthy. Think about, man, I need to say something different because I feel bad right now.
Yeah.
I am worthy.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not a filthy rag.
But the programming will cause you to feel wrong to know your power within. Like, how you gonna? God is the superior one. Well, I am God. I come from it. You know, well, it is what it is. I'm not saying I'm the God, but I'm a creator.
But you are.
Well, we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you awaken to it. I look at it like this. I look at it like God being this huge infinite mirror, right? And it was shattered into all of these like infinite different pieces that you can't even count. But it all, you know, gradually is coming together back to the one mirror so we can mirror what it really is, the source of all that is. We just experience it, you know?
Yeah, I use the analogy of the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take a glass, go to the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
put the glass in the water in the ocean. What do you have in the glass?
It's the same thing.
You got the ocean in the glass, right?
Yep.
Okay, if you set that glass down, right, walk away, come back to it, and it's empty, right? It's empty because the water evaporated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then it rains.
And we droplets.
And we go back where? To the
ocean.
ocean.
Yeah.
So it's all a part of the all. Right? So, yeah, I am God. Right?
Yeah.
You are God. Right? When I look in the mirror, I look at the Son of God who is God, right? They said 3 in 1, right? So I am God. I am the Son of God. I am the Spirit of God.
Drops of the infinite ocean.
Drops in the infinite ocean, right? So realizing your deity and who you are. We are creators, right? And so right now what we're fighting is the programming of our subconscious mind. We're fighting, they've done studies on how they're trying to program your mind. They dictate what you buy. If I say something right now, I bet you if I pick my phone up and go to Google, it's going to tell me something about something we said, right?
Yeah. This whole game is about the war on the mind.
Absolutely.
All of this that's going on in the world, everything is about the war on the mind. Everything else is an illusion. I think it's about, even if you break it down to the guns and the war in the street, it all starts with the mind first,
And they're taking advantage of what they know that we don't know or we're not conscious of, right? So that's why I think the first to, man, I'm about to get us in trouble. The first,
we want all the smoke.
The first to use this was the Democratic Party, right? And then the LGBT started using it, right? And then the Republicans was like, oh, damn, we got to start using this, right? And so, you're not on social media. I am, right? And so I just remember sitting back thinking like, okay, why do I keep seeing black men gunned down on video? Like all of a sudden, right? It was always there, was always in front of you for like almost, man, I want to say it was like almost weekly. It was a video of a black man being gunned down, right? Then it was right around the time where Obama stated, he approved of the LGBT community. This was right before his second term. Then I started noticing, they put the they got these banners for your profile picture, right? And so then it started being the rainbow banner, right? And then I started seeing videos that were pro-LGBT, right? And then I started watching debates over the LGBT, and then people who just had a difference in opinion. Not even on I hate you because you're this, but just, well, you know what, that ain't for me, I don't agree with that. And then they were attacked. Then I started noticing, with the whole Democrat versus Republican. And it's sad to say, but I watched two brothers. One brother was not real brothers, but brothers.
Yeah, I got
you. One was a Republican, and one was a Democrat, right? And these cats been knowing each other since elementary school.
Wow.
But the Democrat was so pissed at the Republican that, he called him a dog. He called him, and was going at him. And, just so deleted and blocked, right? They've done studies. They know what they're doing when they created social media to be what it is. That's why most of the heads of social media companies don't have a social media account, and they don't allow their kids to have a social media account.
Yeah, because this is what I mean by war on the mind. And they do a lot of what they do because of fear. They want to program everybody with fear. If they program you with fear, they can control you, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why so much fear all over the news, so much fear even in stores and the streets, because it all starts with media, you know. And if they putting certain things in your subconscious mind and you repeating it in your mind, then it becomes a reality for them. Like, you could even say, dang, that's gonna make me sick. I feel like I'm gonna be sick because of all the shit they be putting on television and all of that. In the news, you think, oh man, I may get this, if you program that, you gonna start experiencing some symptoms on something.
Absolutely.
You know? And
Absolutely.
I know that for myself and for others, you know what I'm saying? But again, it works positively as well as negative. That's why the power of the mind and the subconscious mind is so important. That's why we're talking right now.
So Napoleon Hill told a story in one of his books about a banker who had embezzled money from a bank. This was back in the, I don't know, early 20th century, right?
Mm-hmm.
The banker had embezzled. He got caught. He went, checked himself into a hotel, and all he kept saying is, this is going to kill me. This is going to kill me. Oh, my God, this is going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
He died.
Oh, I was Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely you can kill yourself.
Of course.
You know, you can stress yourself to death, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can, you know, you think because one thing happened that you're supposed to respond in a certain way because that's how you've been programmed to respond, right? Again, that's programming, right?
Yep.
One of the things that helped me to understand the subconscious mind and consciousness is the 4 levels of consciousness. I came across this. There's a guy by the name of Michael Beckwith. In the mid or early 80s, he came up with these 4 levels of consciousness. Or maybe he was the first to introduce it. I don't know if he came up with it. But these 4 levels of consciousness are the to me, the by me, through me, and as me stages, right? So when you look at this, imagine the lowest level is the to me.
Things are happening to me.
Victim mode.
Yeah, the victim mode, right?
Everything's happening to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I'm not in control. Everything is happening to me. Right? But as you go to the next level of consciousness, you get into the by me stage. Things happen by me, right? If it's going to happen, it's going to be me creating it, or not necessarily creating it, but I'm going to have to do it in order to get it accomplished.
Right.
Right?
Well, this sounds like growth was what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The next level is the through me stage, right? So when you're in the through me stage, you understand that all is happening through you, right? You're an instrument. You're a conduit. You're a tool that's being used for things to happen through.
Yep.
But the highest level of consciousness
my
is the
favorite one.
as
Tell 'em, Nate.
me. Everything's happening as me. I am one, right?
Yep.
I am one with all. So everything that's happening is happening as me because I'm connected to
Everything.
everything.
Because you are everything. And everything is you. Shout out to the stylists.
That actually leads to one of the laws of there's 12 laws of the universe, right? The law of divine oneness, right?
That number 12 is so powerful.
It
That's
is.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the analogies in the Bible is like, 12 is everywhere.
So when you reach to the highest level of consciousness, the as me, you've tapped into the law of divine oneness, which means everything's connected to everything.
Mm-hmm.
What we think, say, do, believe will have a corresponding effect on others and the universe around us. Right?
Yep.
Now, this is why I love my aunt.
Break it down. I know they forgot about my aunt, so you got to break down my aunt.
I love my aunt because my aunt does not tell you what thou shalt not do.
Now, this is before, I want to say that, just so they know that. This is before the commandments.
Thousands of years.
This is where they get the 10 Commandments from.
My aunt, you say what you have not done.
Mm-hmm.
I have not committed adultery. I have not committed murder. I have not, right? Because you understand the oneness.
Mm-hmm.
You understand the connection that we have with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if I am, if I'm in the thou shalt nots, I'm trying not to offend a God outside of me who's judging me based on the thou shalt nots. Right?
I think you need to say it again. Say that again. They need to hear that.
If I'm living according to the thou shalt nots,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm trying to please a God outside of me who's judging me based on these thou shalt nots.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the judgment is eternal hell, fire, and damnation. Where my aunt, I understand that I'm connected to Rich.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lie and deceive you.
Yep.
Because if I do that to you,
You're doing it to yourself.
it's a mirror.
Exactly.
Because we're connected.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So, you know, I don't want to murder you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we're connected.
Exactly.
And let's get it straight. There's consequences to everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the law of correspondence, right?
Yeah.
Or the law of cause and effect, rather.
Yeah.
Nothing happens by chance or outside of the universal laws. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So there are consequences. So we're not saying that you can just live any kind of life and there not be consequences.
Mm-hmm. I want to, real quick, can you spell out my aunt for them so they can
M-A-apostrophe-A-T.
look that up to see what we're talking about when we say this is before the 10 Commandments. Thousands of years. This predates Christianity, Bible, all of that.
And
thousands of years.
we talked about this last show, but I want to make sure I get this point out that, you know, my aunt was depicted as a goddess,
Mm-hmm.
right? But that was anthropomorphication,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Our people were not polytheistic. Our people believed in oneness.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the one of the aspects, the divine feminine of the creator.
First of all, these Europeans came in and humanized everything. That's really what it is. And we didn't do that. So.
That's right. And so just in case you forgot what Ma'at is, Ma'at represents truth, justice, balance, you know. And again, Ma'at is Ma'at. But for our understanding, these are the words that we're using to explain what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Truth, justice, balance, reciprocity, right order. That's Ma'at.
Even before religion, all of this makes so much sense. This is spirituality before the separation and division, which was way before religion got started. And if you look all of this stuff up, you will see it for yourself. And all this confusion that's going on with the separateness came when they came and they did what they did to us on the continent. When we had spirituality is what we're talking about right now. The foundation of spirituality started, again, thousands and thousands of years before this division with all these different names. It's still the spirit of love, spirit of truth, and the subconscious mind that everybody has is what's guiding you every day, and it's not what we've been told. You know, that's why we bringing up my aunt and all of, you know, and everything else from where we from.
Now, just to prove the point about our people recognizing the different aspects of the Creator, and so you had the Son of God, you had Ma'at, you had, you know, and I'm about to dive into something that I'm not that savvy with yet, but the different aspects of nature represented the Creator, right? So when you look in the Bible, you've got different names, right? So you got El Shaddai, you got El Elyon, you got Adonai, you got Yahweh, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Ra, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Shammah, Jehovah Tixtinu.
Preach, bro.
Wow.
Watch your language now.
Jehovah Mekadishkim, El Olam, Elohim,
Rabadon. No, I don't know what that is. That just sounded good.
Kana. I hadn't heard that one, but that's Jealous God, which we touched on last episode. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah Sabaoth. So you got all of these different names. So why don't we just do what they did to us? Well, Christians serve 16 different gods.
Damn. Oh, all the names you just named.
Yeah.
Which one is the real one?
Well, Christians believe in 16 different ones, so they all, you know, they different gods.
So I was taught, I was told it's all the same thing, but with the research, it's all different gods, though.
No, it's all the same thing. I'm joking. But if you use that same thought process of, you know, Ra, Ma'at, right? If you're going to use that same thought process, you have to apply it across the board, right? You can't pick and choose how you're going to apply this rule. So, are Christians polytheistic?
I can't answer that.
No.
Okay.
Right? They don't claim to be. So why would our people have been polytheistic? We didn't worship the tree god. We just recognized the God in the tree.
Yeah. Because we ain't even say, and we talked about this. I don't even put letters and definitions on stuff. Because first of all, this ain't even our language. You know, T and R and E and all of that. That's some, you know, this is a alpha, this is some Greek type language. So when you say the tree and whatever else, you can't find the Creator in the letters and the definitions and all of that stuff. We didn't do that. So, you know.
Absolutely. So, again, for everybody tuning in, we're talking about the power of the subconscious mind, along with a whole lot of other stuff that, again, we want you to go and research, check it out. So, you know, I was thinking about poverty in the world, right? Are Christians the poorest?
I don't know if they're the poorest, but it's a lot of so-called poor Christians. When you say poor, that can go both ways though, because you could be poor in spirit, you know what I'm saying, as well as with the dollar. When I say poor in spirit, you can't activate nothing and attract nothing to yourself because you, again, the subconscious mind, you've been programmed on something else, that you not worthy, and that is something so much bigger than you that you can't, you know, attract yourself the things that you want, need.
So, probably 20, 25 years ago, I just sat back and watched my church, right? And I watched the people, and, you know, I'm looking at the different members, and nobody was really wealthy, right? And so that's what I started with, because, you know, I got a business mind, entrepreneurial. So, you know, I'm wondering why I'm not seeing any wealthy people in this church. But I see them shout, dance, speak in tongues. And I was told once you receive the Holy Ghost that you've got power, right? But you don't have the power to create your own wealth. Right? You know, as you know, a few years went by, and then I started noticing that there was a mental illness issue in the church. Right? You know, it was nothing to see my man over in the corner rocking, holding himself. Right?
With the mean face.
I mean, holding his shoulders.
Oh yeah, you gotta clarify. You just went rated R real quick.
Or the random lady who would scream out. You know, it was one lady that used to walk down with this big, spaced out grin whenever the pastor would get up and preach. She got to come down and, you know, I don't know what she was trying to do, but
yeah, I know. She went to the church I went to.
Yeah.
Her name was Celeste.
Oh yeah?
Yep. I remember. I remember Celeste. Go ahead. They in every church. Go ahead though.
So how is it that, you know, we Christians, we have the spirit of the Most High within. We got the right stuff, right?
That's what's
we got the Holy Ghost. So we got the right stuff. I don't know about, you know, all them other people, but we got the right stuff, right? But you can't pay your bills, right? You know, you need a ride to get to church. Now, I'm not talking down on anybody who is in this situation, because I understand. But I also understand that that is a result of how you think.
Yeah, it's the vibration.
It's the vibration that you're on. And so my journey began then, because I said, man, we need to deal with the whole person, right? We need to deal with the mind, body, spirit. We need to deal with the finances, right? You know, everybody fat, sick, diabetes, cancer, you know, broke, poor.
Again,
what are we doing?
It's even in I know we talked about this before. It's even how you move, how you, like, your posture.
Yeah.
You know, how you position yourself, how you walk about throughout your day. That's a vibration. You could have no money, but if you put yourself in a happy state, your posture every day, you go after what you want, you look for a job or whatever, or go after your dreams. If you carry yourself a certain way, that's a vibration. That's reprogramming the subconscious mind. And it's real. You will attract to you that vibration of prosperity and being worthy and not unworthy, and things will start happening for you, but you got to find your power within.
But watch this. If you walking in the spirit of fear and you don't have money in your pocket, right? It'll be hard for you to change your posture. So when you start working on that subconscious mind,
Mm-hmm.
then you understand that I can create what I need to create.
Yep.
So I might not have nothing in my pocket, but whatever I need, I can get.
Yeah.
Whatever I want, I can get.
Yeah. That's
Right?
the God in you awakening. It's just, it's how you move about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in the shoulders, baby. So you know what I'm saying? You walking around feeling good. That's that energy right there. I do it all the time.
So then the question is poverty a choice?
Yep.
I lost a lot of Facebook friends when the first time I posted this. I mean,
But see,
they dropped
in order to
off.
say that, you got to explain it, though. When you say poverty is a choice, a lot of stuff we say you got to explain because they be thrown off. They be like, I'm turning these niggas off. They don't know. But you got to just wait and just hear what we saying when we say poverty is a choice. You know what I'm saying? You choose you have the power to choose how you go about your day and how you make affirmations, whether you're going to make affirmations or not. Or you can stay where you at, and just keep praying for it and praying for it instead of getting up and going to get it. You know what I'm saying?
I had a conversation with a brother about 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This brother had dropped out of high school. He was, I think he might be 30, 32 at the time. And, he was like, dang, man, it's almost over, right? I said, what's almost over? Is a game on or something? He said, man, life. It's almost over,
Then
man.
it was almost over for
We
him.
32,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, nah, man, shoot, man. I'm trying to live to be 120. And, as the night went on, we was talking, and he was saying he had just lost his job. And he was saying that nothing set up for him to be successful, right? He said he's stuck. He's where he at. And, he didn't have the degrees that I had, so that's why he was in the situation that he in. I said, man, a degree ain't all that. It's helped me, but there's other people with degrees it has not helped. So a degree don't mean nothing. It's about what you think. So this brother was adamant, man, you graduated from high school. You went to college. I said, man,
He's choosing to be there.
yeah. So I said, okay, watch this. I said, I'm getting ready to stand in front of the door. And I'm telling you, you can't leave this house. What you gonna do? He said, I'm gonna move you the fuck out of my way.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, so what's stopping you? He didn't get it. I said, no. What's stopping you from getting and reaching your goals?
Mm.
He told me it was the white man. I said, but damn, if I stand in front of the door, you said you're going to move me out the way.
That was good.
So move whatever you think is holding you back. Move that out the way
Mm-hmm.
and go get whatever you're trying to get. He never did. But
Right. No, it's good, though. I mean, shit, I get it.
So poverty is a choice. Some people, so let's clarify, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about third world countries who are living in a famine and things like that, right?
Right.
We're not talking about children necessarily.
Yeah. You got to break this down. You got to break this down.
Not necessarily, right? Because here's the thing. While the adult is living in poverty, they're also pouring into the child poverty mindset,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which again creates a cycle of poverty,
Yep.
right? So, of course, we know a child can't go out and create wealth for their family necessarily, right? Because we know that we got YouTube stars that's like 6 years old, right? But what I'm saying is you have a choice, right? You can stay in your situation or you can make something happen. You can think your way out of your situation or you can think that you're stuck in your situation.
Mm-hmm.
Both are true.
Yep. People need to try this. Try this, people. Cut the damn TV off for a minute. Use the visions in your mind and in your head. And that is your power within. That's how you ignite the subconscious mind. Cut the social media off. You have something that's way more powerful than TV and these damn small computers that you call phones. The phone is an app. You know what I'm saying? Every vision that's in your head has the potential to create the life that you want, the life that you need. The problem is people they don't know this. Cut everything off for a minute. Hell, I'm just gonna say it can't beat around the bush, man. You gotta. Everybody has this. If you can see. Imagine a dog, you can imagine a tree, you can imagine, you can create a better life if you just imagine. We're just telling you how to ignite the subconscious mind to create a better life. Watch this. If everybody in the world shut everything off and stop believing this shit they see on television, like the fear, like I said before, the elephant in the room, and everybody start imagining what they want, and then visualized a better world, without this elephant in the room, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get no power to it, that's why I'm saying that. And then you work towards being a better person, being healthy, and not giving power to the BS out here that's running it. The people who run this, their little structure will crumble if everybody use what's in their imagination, in their mind for a better world. As a collective and as an individual, change will begin if you start using your imagination to reprogram your subconscious mind.
I just had a conversation yesterday. A lady asked me, she knows my status, right? So she asked me, "Aren't you afraid?" I said, "Afraid of what?" Afraid of, the elephant in the room, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't even think about it. And I don't. Right? I move about, if I feel a certain way, pay attention to my vibration, I won't go certain places, right? I trust that the ancestors got my back. So I'm being guided from day to day. So if I get stuck in traffic, I understand that I'm stuck in traffic for a reason. So I don't fight against that anymore. Yeah. Right? I don't get frustrated. I gotta get there. I'm not rushing.
Same. That takes practice too. Yeah.
It does take practice. So she just was trying to invoke fear in me, like, oh my God, it's growing in South Africa, and it's this new part, and it's just everywhere, and oh my God, it may be more deadly. And I'm like, I don't even think about it. I just do what I got to do to live my life. Yeah. And the rest, I said, but you know what? I told her this. I said, but you know what? I've graduated to where I am now. Yeah. I said, so I had to leave certain things behind to get here. She didn't get
it. You have many conversations like that with people, though.
People don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? And we practice what we saying, just want everybody to know that. And we've seen results in our lives, like positive results. And again, I'm not perfect. We ain't perfect, but we know what we know because we put it into use, and we practice the power within and reprogramming ourselves and seeing positive results, Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so I just want to reiterate some of the laws that we talked about, laws of the universe. We talked about the law of divine oneness. Yeah. We talked about the law of cause and effect. What you believe is what you're putting out into the universe. The universe gives you back what you believe. Yep. Right?
Every time.
So if you believe in hell, you're going to get hell. If you believe in that You just got bad luck. That's what you got, right?
Sing, nigga. Sing,
Then you got bad luck, right?
Yep.
And I pay attention to all of these words. You know, I mean, and it's I've gotten to the point where I could feel the negative vibration on the word, and it just don't. It repels me, right?
You said a word. You talking about the Bible or just words?
No,
period?
I'm talking about words. Period.
Oh,
Like somebody said, "Dang, you just got bad luck."
Oh yeah.
Don't say that.
This is the subconscious mind. That's what we say. You know what I'm saying? If people,
You know,
I didn't know
man,
either.
this is making me sick.
This making you sick.
It's making you sick.
If you practice and repeat that, you're gonna experience that.
Hold on. Every time I take every time I take one step, I get pulled back two.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? You
get
do.
pulled back. Try something different. Try saying something else.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like we said before, stimulate your neurons. Try something different. You know, it's just like we were saying earlier. It's like even try using your left hand instead of your right hand if you right-handed and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like reprogram yourself from a spiritual standpoint and even in this physical form that you're in.
Did you watch a video?
That's what I was saying. We were talking about earlier about the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent that to you.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Oh.
That's what I
didn't
meant when
think
I said we were
sent
talking
it
about
to
that earlier. Yeah, you
you.
did.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's true. But I heard it before. I mean, not exactly like that, but I'm saying, cause it was my mother that told me that. She said, try using, like brushing your teeth with your left hand, just, every morning, just to awaken the other part of you. It's so much more. It's so much more to us, bro.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
hadn't
much
even
more.
thought
But we've been
about it.
programmed on something else.
Yeah.
You know, that's all by design. We're here to break that.
So we talked about the law of correspondence, as above, so below, as within, so without.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We touched on that?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
If we did, it wasn't long.
No, it wasn't long.
Yeah.
As within, so without, which kind of corresponds with the subconscious mind. What's outside of you is a mirror image of what's inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, law of compensation, right? This kind of goes back to my eye.
Law of compensation?
Yeah, you reap what you sow.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So whatever I do to you or against you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get that back.
Yep.
So not only am I hurting you, but I'm hurting me too.
Yeah.
Right? So
That's because we all one at the end of the day.
yeah. So reap what you sow. Also from a mental standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you sowing in your mind?
Mm.
What are you planting in your spirit?
Yep.
Whatever you're planting, you're going to reap it.
Yep. You're gonna get it back.
We could look at Tupac, Biggie.
Yeah, I always use that too for like the power of words and all of that.
That's right.
Because Pac would always, he said in the song, "Would I live to be 23? When they kill me?" I think something inside him knew that too, but still he was speaking it.
Yeah.
And then Biggie had 2 albums. First one was Ready to Die, and the second one was Life After Death. So I always use that as an example. I mean, you putting the power, out there, you're using it, and the subconscious mind will go get it for you. They don't know the difference. You asking for something, you're gonna get it.
Yeah. I'm a little hesitant to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this.
What up?
One of my good brothers, man. Shout out to Damon L. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Brother passed in October.
Mm-hmm.
And this brother put up a post on a Friday, and not many people saw it.
Mm-hmm.
It was Everyday Struggle, which is on the Ready to Die album. And
That's the song. He put up the song, you saying?
yeah, and he
Okay.
said this is the theme for the day. And my brother passed away you know, about 24 hours later.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
You know, so even the power of what we listen to, right?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Because we think, okay, it's the theme song because I'm going through some things, right? But you're putting in your spirit everyday struggle. I'm ready to die, right?
Yep.
Good brother too, man. So
that's go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just going, you know, pay respect and honor to, you know, to the brother Damon L. Thomas.
For sure.
Yeah.
I remember listening to it was on the Strictly for My Niggas album, Pac album a while ago. You know, I think it was in 94. Yeah, 94, 95. But anyway, and I got into a little fender bender, right?
Yeah.
And so this song, I don't remember the name of the song. It was a violent song. Anyway, dude had bumped the back of my car. And that song I was listening to, I was like, man, I jumped out. And the dude, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I walked up to him, and immediately I slowed down to calm down. I said, damn, like, this ain't even in my character to strike this dude. Like, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I said, why? And I looked at him. He had so much fear. Yeah. And I felt bad, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was, and I knew immediately it was the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're right about that. That music is powerful.
Music
bro.
is so powerful.
Yeah. And it's the frequency that and the hertz that these songs are are being emitted on or whatever. And it's the power of words and the vibration. And a lot of these tones on these songs do a lot to you too. Watch this. My cousin works for Netflix.
Yeah.
What up, Holly? I know he listens. This is my cousin, like my brother. It's my dogs. Anyway, he works for Netflix. He was saying that it's a certain tone when you cut the dome, when you cut the Netflix on, it does something to you. It's like it puts you in the mood to. It's a lower state or something like that. But you're ready to receive whatever movie is coming on. It's like as soon as you hear that tone, whatever's inside of you, I don't know how the terminology scientifically, but you're ready to receive that. Yeah. You know? So even these businesses, I ain't picking on Netflix. I love Netflix. I watch Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Right. But it's like it's a certain it gets you ready for it. I'm just saying how powerful everything is. You know, it's all a play on the mind. You know?
Hold on, watch this. About to get us in trouble.
It's too late. We want all the smoke.
At a certain point, when the preacher's preaching the sermon, the organist got to go get on the organ, right? And I've even seen when the organist was like, you know, he didn't think that the preacher was at that point. And the preacher looking at him. And he's still, right?
What he doing? He doing what? The preacher doing what?
and he's pointing over, you know, to the point, get on the damn organ.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now I grew up in the apostolic church, right? So I've been, you know, to many church services, and I ain't never seen everybody shout with no music playing.
Talking about the dancing and stuff. And all
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Well, you need that in there. It's the vibration.
Have you?
No, I mean you would look stupid in church just doing that to no music, like jumping up down to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. Matter of fact, it's the dun 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 dun. As soon as it get real high, dun 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 dun. You know, you get real high. I've been in it too.
You sounding like a preacher.
Well, the subconscious mind was programmed a long time ago, so you might hear it coming out. But anyway,
we ain't trying to offend nobody.
No, man, we having fun. They know what it is, man. People in church know what it is. Like, they can act like they're offended and all of that. If you offended, that's old school. They know what it is. They know we playing around.
We grew up in it, and again, I always
It's a shift in consciousness. Everybody feels that shit. They just hiding it.
It is. I always tell my people that, you know, I'm grateful for my upbringing as a foundation because, number one, that's where my mother was in her level of consciousness. And number two, that's what we needed to be where we are right now, right? Based on our circumstances and where we were growing up, right? So, you know, I'm grateful for it. However, you know, it's time to graduate. It's time to move on to the next level.
Yeah.
And an understanding of the Creator and your spiritual connectedness with the Creator on a deeper level. So that's something that I've been seeking for probably, like I said, 20, 25 years, you know.
It's a connection with the Creator, talking about?
A greater connection with the Creator, to understand the things that, you know, nobody can explain to me, right? To understand the things that, you know, didn't seem to have an answer, but you can explain it when you start talking about nature and.
Yeah. I think that that's one of the reasons why we came back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Christians, we talked about this earlier, a lot of Christians may not believe this or whatever. This is what resonates with me, this understanding that what you said, I believe is true. And to me, this is like the system that we're born in is a hellish type of system. And I feel like that you're supposed to connect, like you said, to the Creator and the source of all that is. And we had the chance to do that before in a previous life, so to speak, but you keep coming, you have the opportunity to do it again.
Right.
And I want to give a bunch of power to past life because we here and now. And in this here and now, this is what we're working towards, to not have to go through this hell experience again. Because it's not all about the physical experience. It's about the physical experience, but you are an infinite being. So this is like a school. So you learn what we're talking about, the power within the subconscious mind, so the infinite you can grow and not have to deal with this anymore, and realize that you are that power, that eternal power that lives on. And if you don't, you know, understand that, you're operating in fear, you ain't graduate, you still like, woe is me, or you a violent person and all of this stuff, and then you fade out of here, energy attracts like energy. So you're going to have the same experiences again until you get it right.
Until you get it right.
Yeah, I'm here to graduate.
So you mentioned living in this hell experience, which kind of goes contrary to the programming, right? So, you know, that programming about waiting on the rapture.
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Accepting Jesus as your Lord and Savior, or you gonna go to hell.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. Which to me, and I know we're running out of time, but to me, without going too deep into it, I try to live a good life, try to be good with all my fellow man, with nature, with the all. But let's say I don't accept Jesus, right?
You still run out of time, you're going to go there? Go ahead, though. We'll try to do it. Go ahead.
But somebody who, you know, fuss, fight, you know, the preacher done slept with the man's wife, or the preacher, the preacher, you know what I'm saying, and stole the money, but he accepts Jesus as his personal Lord and Savior, right? And so that person has grace, but I ain't got shit.
Yeah, because you ain't saved, you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say, yeah.
So
he going to heaven, you going to hell.
He go to heaven, I go to hell.
Yep. To be tormented forever.
Make that make sense to me by a loving God.
The one that love you infinitely. mercy that endureth forever.
through all your faults.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looked beyond your faults, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he saw the best in me.
Hey, you know what? This is real deep, and I know we ain't got time to really talk. But I'm just gonna touch on it a little bit. I believe that it's the power of the mind, the power within, is so powerful that reality, that could be a reality. You may experience that for a moment. If you attracting that, I've heard people say they died and they seen some stuff in hell. You know what I'm saying? They died for a minute, came back, and they saw this. That program, they grew up hearing that. Let's just say they didn't grow up hearing it. They heard it somewhere, and that program is still in there. Because I heard some people say that they died and it was something else that they saw. You know, a beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying? And they saw these beings of love, and it felt like home to them.
Because they weren't on the vibration of fear.
Yeah, which is what the religion and all of that, that's what it does. You notice that people who grew up in church are afraid to die and afraid to live?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it does. You afraid to experience, bro.
Yeah.
That's a programming.
Yeah.
You know, and it takes practice to get out of that. And I'm breaking out of that, you know. I ain't afraid of shit, bro. That's real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid of public speaking. I ain't afraid of to fade out of here.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I'm not afraid of it. My thing is I don't want to treat my brother or my sister, my fellow man, you know what I'm saying, wrong, because that's me. I see God in people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like that. So it's just reprogramming the mind, man. The subconscious mind, where all your power is, infinite intelligence, will lead you, guide you, help you. All of that is here for you. And, you know, and wrapping up, watch what you say and do and how you think, because negatively, as well as negative and positive, it'll come back to you, whatever you put out here. You know what I'm saying?
So the moral of the story is watch the vibration of fear and stay far away from it. And the Bible even says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind, right? So the Bible's telling you not to be afraid, right?
Yeah.
So put fear down, right? Watch the programming of being meek, weak, poor, you know, the I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. You know, again, I said this earlier, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Which puts you in a mindset, oh, I want to go to heaven, right? Because you can't take it with you. So I'm living for, you know, it's my soul. What about my soul? Man, you know how many times I've heard this over the last year. What about your soul? And my response is, my soul say, what about it?
Hey, look, to everybody listening or watching, if you read the Bible, I mean, that's cool. It's some jewels in that Bible, you know, but pray for, meditate, whatever you do, for an understanding of esoteric meanings within the scriptures, because it is Jews inside of there. It's just that when we were taken over and colonized and all that, and they put this religion on us, they put a lot of stories and a lot of other stuff in there and mixed it all up. So it causes confusion, misunderstanding, causes you to feel weak, but if you pray and you practice it, you will see the Jews within the Bible if you still are reading the Bible. We're not saying the Bible in its totality is wrong and negative, because they got it from where we are. They got it from positivity. They just put their spin and their twist on it. They were very crafty and they were strategic in confusing a people. And it still works to this day. The programming that they did thousands years ago.
So let me break down. You know how you had to stop me and I had to break down the definition of a word. You used the word esoteric.
Oh yeah. You
So,
can break it down for them.
Esoteric,
Break it on down.
it means intended for intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. So
You might as well break down exoteric when you're done with that one.
yeah, so esoterically, you know, because what I'm learning is that our people created this information, right? And then they were made to kind of write certain things. And then, of course, it was misinterpreted and, you know, changed and bastardized, right? So there are meanings within the stories that only a select few are going to understand. Those with a deeper understanding, right? Exoteric is especially of a doctrine or mode of speech intended for or likely to be understood by the general public.
Yeah.
Right. So everything you've been taught in the church
Yeah, that's what I was
is
about
an
to say.
exoteric understanding.
Yeah.
Um,
But you can get an esoteric meaning.
meaning,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like even like when I say the jewels in there, like seek ye shall find, knock the door shall be open. You know what I'm saying? That is like the jewels in there. That's the positive that's in the Bible.
Man, that'll preach right there.
Yeah, that just did. They heard it. Matter of fact, y'all can send y'all offering to
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up, but let's change in the subconscious. Let's wrap it up real quick. When you change, in order to change your subconscious, you want to observe your feelings and pay attention to how you feel. Correct?
Yes, pay attention to how you feel. That's the easiest way to to understand what's going on in your thought process and to get what you want, and to not get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to your thoughts. Are they negative, positive? You know, how are you feeling? Do you feel depressed? Is your posture down? Just pay attention to you.
So changing how you feel, paying attention to how you feel and changing how you feel. The easiest way to do that, because we should break that down too, right? Easiest way to do it is to think about what you're grateful for, right? What are you grateful for in life? And when you think about that, that will start to change your mood. You mentioned body posture, thinking of what you're grateful for. So again, body posture, sitting up, right?
Yeah.
If you're feeling like slumping, you will know how you're feeling based on your posture.
Yep. Just pay attention to the
Right?
body. Yeah.
Stand up, right? Hold your head up, poke your chest out, broaden your shoulders, right? Flex your biceps,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And feel how you feel when you do that.
Yep. Look at the body like a car. Like, this is a vehicle that you occupy. If you're in your vehicle ain't riding right, something is off. So your body is a vehicle right now temporarily while you're going through this life. So pay attention to your body like you pay attention to your vehicle.
Yeah. So, I'm going to add this too. Speak to yourself. You said that earlier, right?
Yeah.
Talk to yourself. Talk to your world. So if you feeling down, you feeling like, dang, man, I can't get nothing right. Minute you feel that, everything I touch is successful. Everything I do is a success. Everything I put my hands to turns to gold. I'm successful. I'm wise. I'm intelligent. I get it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Practice saying this. Even if you don't believe what you're saying, practice until you believe, till you start to know.
That's right. And
Yeah.
then the last thing is laughter, right?
Yeah.
Find something to laugh at, and that will definitely help change your subconscious mood.
Yeah, there you go. Did we cover everything?
Man, we covered it all, man. Plus some.
Yep. Wait till the next episode.
Right. So I want to
saying?
invite everybody to go to mbassadorstudios.com. M, B as in boy, ASSAD as in door, OR, studios with an S.com. Check us out at leftbrainrightmind.com. Like, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, Let me correct. The website is lbrmpodcast.com.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can find us on Apple Podcasts too.
Apple, Spotify. Check us out. Look for us. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Peace.
No doubt. Peace. Episode 3. Coming soon.
We out.